Hi guys, it's me Paula and welcome back to my channel. So today's a bit of a different one. I am going to be doing a bit of a get ready with me, and with that I'm going to be reviewing the Frozen II Anna palette from Colourpop. I'm in Glasgow at the moment, so I'm on a course. I'm doing a nurture-based training course, which should be interesting. So it's like helping to work with, pupils that maybe have additional support needs, that type of thing, who are maybe lacking confidence, that sort of thing. So that should be really interesting. But I've come down early. My husband's very kindly said, go down, have a couple of days in Glasgow and see your old uni friends. So I'm going to meet a really good friend of mine who I used to share a flat with. So that should be really good. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. I know I probably do things in a slightly different order than quite a lot of other YouTubers or whatever. I just do the way I always do it. So this is my concealer. Not too bad with the bags in my eyes today, but I'm going to dot that down there. Yeah, so I'm just down here for the weekend, and then Monday and Tuesday. So come back on Wednesday back to my house. So yeah, this is... for those of you that are not from the UK, Glasgow's in the sort of the middle sort of area of Scotland. So it's a really good city, vibrant, lots of nightlife, lots of really cool bars and clubs and things like that you can go to. Obviously, I don't think we'll be going to any clubs because I feel a bit past that now, but my friend who lives in Glasgow, she's booked a really nice restaurant for us to go to tonight, and I'm sure we'll go for some drinks, because I think there's an area of Glasgow as well that's been rejuvenated. It used to be, maybe not quite as funky as it is now, but there's an area of Glasgow that's really good for really kind of artisan bars and things. So we might try that. Sorry, so that was Benefit Boy Concealer. With me, I get it in number 1 because I'm so pale. The next thing I'm going to do is I've got my Bobbi Brown SPF 15 Even Finish, and this is again in Porcelain. I got this actually, we were in Washington for my birthday. Oh sorry, I forgot to prime. Oops. So I've got the Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt. I love this primer. It is absolutely stunning. It gives a bit of a glow, hence the Luminizer. So I'm going to put that. I like a little bit of a glow to my skin, so I'm going to work that in there. Yeah. Make sure I've rubbed it in properly. The lighting's not great here actually, so I've got my lighter thing on my phone, and I'm balanced you guys on a lamp, believe it or not. So if you fall down, that's why. So that's that. So then yeah, so I've got this. I got this when we went to Washington for my 40th birthday. I went to a makeup counter, and yeah, so I got this Bobbi Brown foundation. The lady tried it on me. Oh god, it's all over my hair now. That's what happens when you're trying to do things not in the mirror. And actually the lady that served me the counter, sometimes you go to beauty counters, not always, but sometimes you go and the people are caked in makeup, and this lady, her makeup was a bit iffy, and I thought, oh god, I'm going to come away with something that's going to be totally crazy on me. But actually this foundation is quite good. I sometimes chop and change foundations, so I've had this for a while actually. I probably should throw it out. I know the beauty gurus will be like, you've had this for 2 years now, you should throw it out, but it seems to be okay. It's kind of running out actually, so I'll probably have to go in with my new one soon. I quite like taking it away on holiday because it's, it's quite light now. So I'm just going to blend that in there. Yeah, so I'm staying in the Citizen M. I really like the Citizen M. If I ever come down to Glasgow for a course, which I have done quite a few times, I always stay in the Citizen M. It's right in the centre, so it's pretty good. You've got like cinemas nearby. So if you're going down on your own for a course, you've always got something to do. We're right in the dead centre of the city, so it's really easy to go out and to the shops, and there's lots of, like I say, bars and restaurants and everything, so it's really good. I like the Citizen M. The only thing I would say about Citizen M. I mean, it's a really funky hotel, so you get a lot of young people there, so I'm a bit like, oh, maybe a bit old coming here. It's got a great bar there, and restaurant. It's really nice, easy if you're just coming off the train and you're looking for something to eat. So it's really good. The only thing I would say is the rooms never have a kettle, and I don't know what it is about the room, but it doesn't have a kettle. So I bought this, I'll show you in a minute, but I bought this really ingenious thing because I quite like to just sort of, in the morning, sit and have a cup of tea before I get up, and it doesn't have, and I hate the fact that it doesn't have a kettle. So essentially you're really supposed to go, I'm going to put the Dandelion blusher on there. Now, I don't think I'm going to do a highlighter because it's just for the day, so I love the highlighter because this is, it's just like a light kind of peachy pink. Like blending in. Yeah, so I like having a cup of tea, and I think that the intention is that you're really supposed to go down to the bar and buy a cup of tea or something if you want it, and encourage you to get like breakfast at the hotel. I mean, I'm going to go out and get something in, because I find I don't eat massive amounts for breakfast, so I find sometimes when I buy food at like breakfast hotel, I'm paying for a lot that I don't really eat, and I think the breakfast here is about £20 or something. So I like a cup of tea and just a little muesli bar when I get up. So I bought this thing, which is really cool, so I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, so next thing I'm going to do is I am going to, and you know, I think I forgot my eye primer. Never mind. So I'm going to show you the palette. So this is the Frozen 2 palette. I think if you get it in the US, it is something, it's under $20, but I got it, obviously it's really difficult in the UK to get Colourpop. This is by Colourpop. So I had to get it, and I really wanted it just to try out. I got it from London Loves Beauty. And that's pretty much the only place I found that carries Colourpop. So I did spend nearly £30 on it. So yeah, I mean, the American audience would be like, you did what with Colourpop? You spent that amount in Colourpop. But I did want to try it. So this is the Frozen 2 one, the Anna one. So I decided not to go for like the, oh God. I decided not to go for the Elsa one. I just like the colour was much more for my sort of colouring, I think, than the other one. So choices. So what am I going to do is I'm going to go in with a kind of neutral colour. I think I might go out in with a sort of whitey highlighting one. Yeah. So I'm going to go in with that. Yeah. So how did everyone get on with Black Friday? Not Black Friday. Yeah, Black Friday. Black Friday. I was watching a couple of YouTubers about what their views on Black Friday were. And I do think, I was watching, I love this YouTuber, and her name is Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. She's brilliant. I'd recommend you watch her. And she was saying that, you know, she was trying to avoid, ooh, this has got a bit of a, so this is the scooching, and actually it's got a little bit of a, it's not just a completely white shift, it's got a little bit of a kind of browny gold through it as well. Yeah, she was saying that, you know, you have to be careful with Black Friday and, you know, just buying stuff, going crazy for the sake of it. I think I bought like a Lunar Beauty palette. I really wanted the Moonspell one, but they didn't have it. It was just sold out like that because it was a really good deal. It was vastly reduced. I think it was half price, and I really want that Moonspell palette, but unfortunately it was completely sold out. So I'm just going to go underneath my eyes like that a bit. I'm just wanting a day look. But yeah, it was completely sold out, and I'm going to have to pause because I'm going to have to free up some memory on my phone, because I think this is going to run out of... Oh. So just before I go back to do my eyeshadow, I'm just going to show you this little gadget thing. So this is like, it's the size of a water flask, like a water bottle, but it actually, as you plug it in there, so you can see my charger there, and it actually comes with a international charger too, and you basically undo the top of it like a flask. You fill it with water, you plug it in, and you boil it. You have to take the top off to boil it, and then you can either, like, you know, you after that you can just either keep it the top on and take it with you like a normal flask. Like I say, it's just the size of a water bottle, or you can, you know, could use the water just straight away for doing something. So I've taken that to save money and not having to go down all the time to the bar. I've actually brought my own cup as well. So sad. So this is an M actually. So this is what the bathroom is like. It's really cute. It's like such a little dinky little hotel room. So you come in here and then you've got the little shower, and you can change the colours of the lighting and everything. You can see a bit of glass go out there. You can see the conservatoire, which is actually the stagecoach, the stage school. So they train directors, actors, singers, musicians, dancers there. So yep, see my psychology books there. I'm doing a course in psychology as well. Anyway, that's my hotel room. Anyway, hello, this is my outfit of the day to go meet my friends. I've got a little warehouse blouse, and I like my blouses, and just my good old boots and jeans, and I'm going to fling on this cardigan as well. I think this is from, is it for Fat Face? White stuff cardigan. Anyway, I am going to go back to, yeah, sorry. So yeah, I'm going to use this to swipe my brush. It's really good. You swipe it along there and it gets rid of excess products if you're changing colour. So I'm going to go in next with this colour, which is called Warm Things. So it's the pinky sort of shade down there. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I was enjoying that, watching this is Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. I think her real name's Lacey, but I was watching her talk about Black Friday and how people were going bananas and buying stuff they didn't need, and this idea of, like, you know, certain companies just releasing stuff, like a bit like Colourpop, releasing things all the time just to get people sucked in for extra money, and how sometimes the deals that you're getting are not that great, and you're kind of going in there trying to buy stuff for the sake of it. And I do think that's important. That did sort of, there was a couple of things that I was like, oh, I could get that, and I did actually think, I'm just going to go in with this brush here, I did actually think to myself, okay, do I really need that? Do I really need that? Okay, yeah, it's got like 20, it's, you know, got £10 off, but do I really need to get that that product? And I do think that's important, because it is a lot of things to do with, I think Black Friday does encourage this whole over-consumerism aspect of things, that people feel like they, you know, they have to just get in there and get the stuff, and, you know, they're really scared of someone else is gonna get it. And, you know, is it that necessary to buy these products? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Did you get anything on Black Friday? Did you get any cosmetics on Black Friday? I think I'm now going to go in with Adventure, which is the purpley one. Yeah, I mean, it's really, I suppose it's individual. I am going to have a look around the shops in Glasgow today. They've got some really nice shops. We've got nice little boutiques, but they've also in the centre got the kind of bigger shops that carry some of the makeup brands that where I am in Scotland they don't tend to have. So that's, you know, except if you obviously order it online. So I'm going to go underneath that. I think I need to get a slightly sharper brush for this. Yeah. I am going to be actually testing out the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette tonight before I go out, so I can show you a bit of that. Now I'm going to blend that in. Which brush will I use? Problem is, when you go on holiday, you're limited in the brushes that you have with you. I'll just swipe that in the colour in there. I was interested as well in her Andy Hall views on, like, things that she thought were up and coming or out there that's, you know, like, is it worth getting? And I actually loved that as well, because I thought, like, you know, the Shane Dawson one is one for me that I did sort of see everybody talk about. And I was thinking, you know, like, I really liked the documentary, and I did sort of think to myself, well, would I get that? I'm going to put a little bit of gold in the middle here to get a bit of a pop. And that one is Earth. I'm not going to put too much of it. It's a little bit crumbly, this, actually. And it's not particularly showing up. Maybe it's because I don't have very good lighting there. Oh, it is now. We have to pat it on with my finger. Sometimes that works a bit better, doesn't it, if you pat it on with your finger? I mean, I know that Colourpop, you know, they're a cheaper brand unless you buy it in the UK and have to spend over it for it. But I know in the US it's a bit of a cheaper brand, so the formula's not as good. Right, so I'm going to put my eyeliner on now. I'm going to have to blend this a bit more, I think. It's a bit too out there. I'll probably come together when I'm... Yeah, so plans for the day. I might film some stuff for you guys to show you a bit of Glasgow for those of you that have never been or, you know, considering going. But there's, you know, Glasgow's a fantastic city. There's so much to do there. I'm going to pause you up while I do my eyeliner because, you know, it'll just be an absolute shit show if I don't. Pause. Okay, so I used the Kat Von D tattoo liner for my eyeliner. I know there's big issues that people have with Kat Von D at the moment. I've got this in a box, and it's quite handy for putting in travel wise. And I use my favorite mascara, which is the NARS Climax one. I just love the packaging. I just love the whole aesthetic of it, and I think it just applies really well. So I'm going to put on my lipstick now. I might do a little bit of a plumper before. This is by Baby Beauty. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm just put a tiny bit on. They're a really good new kind of indie brand in the UK at the moment. It's taste of aniseed, actually. I don't know why. And then I'm going to put on today, I'm going to use the, which I absolutely love, which is a Plumberry lip colour by, who is it by? Laura Mercier. I think it's quite hard to get this one now. I think it's kind of almost gone out of stock. And I'm going to use I got this in a box, which is the Bodyography in Heatherberry. So I'm going to put this on just now. Yeah, so I'll take you with me around some things in Glasgow, see if there's any deals on that we can have a look at. I'm not really looking for anything in particular because I've pretty much done my Christmas shopping for once, but I think because I'm doing a course and everything at the moment, and it, you know, and having kids, it's really hard to try and get everything done. So I need to be prepared. Now this is a really nice autumnal colour. Oh god, it's looking really weird on light. I don't know why. For some reason it's coming across as like almost like orangey pink on there, but it's actually more of a plum autumnal colour. So I'm just going to get something to blot, and I might do a bit of a, I'm going to tone it down a wee bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of Kevin Aucoin, I never know how you say that, Kevin Aucoin Glass Glow Up on top. So let's be ready to go out. So thoughts on Frozen 2. Bit crumbly in application. I did like the colour stories. I'm not really sure how that pressed glitter is gonna do. I think I would need to have. Oh, take the mirror off the mirror. Yeah, I would have to take off. I'd maybe have to use glitter glue for that one if I was going to use that one. Quite like the darks. I don't know if this would be necessarily a companion palette. I think maybe you might have, you know, it would be good to have like some other options. they're all quite dark, and I think that if I wanted something, the only light one's the one that is the Scooch In. I think if I was wanting to maybe you have like a light mauve and then sort of layer it up, it might be quite difficult. I would maybe have to have a, you know, take this with a companion palette. Yeah, I'm quite happy enough with the eye look. It actually comes across, actually, I don't know if it's coming across quite like it's as it is in real life on the camera there, but it's coming across, it's almost quite retro, like kind of a retro kind of pink colour, like almost like 70s, which actually kind of goes with my outfit at the moment. So yeah, anyway, I will see you later. I might, like I say, I might do a video round about Glasgow if I'm not too self-conscious doing that, because I've only done that once a couple of times before when I was on holiday. So I might do it, I might not. It depends how strangely people are looking at me when I'm filming. But anyway, so I might do a vlog there. But anyway, I'll speak to you later, and I'll certainly see you later when I'm doing my review of the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Okay, bye-bye.